So today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the new Striker rework, and I will tell you this set is very, very impressive now. Now, I will tell you guys, the one thing I did notice trying to keep those stacks up or build those stacks up was the bigger issue. But once you did, the set performed exactly as I thought it would. It was absolutely amazing. And to be able to get almost 200% weapon damage at full stack, this set is very, very good. But one thing I will tell you is the downfall to this set is there is no kind of survivability. Even if you were to put armor, there's really nothing keeping your armor stacks up. And that's one thing it does and it has always missed since Division 1. Could we add some armor regen onto this build? Probably, and I think it would actually perform a lot better. But if you're looking at something that is pure DPS, pure damage, this set is probably it. Now, if you look at the build itself, it was just a build that I put together pretty quick because I am on the PTS. We are running all reds. Now, what's cool about this set is the 2-piece does give you that weapon handling. The 3-piece gives you that 15% rate of fire. But the Striker's Gamble was actually reworked in Title Update 16. Weapons hit increase total weapon damage by 0.065%, stacking up to 100. Now, 2 stacks are lost per second between 0 and 50 stacks, and 3 stacks are lost between 50 and 100 stacks. But the way you can help actually improve this build is by running the chest piece and the backpack. So if we look at the chest piece talent, it's called Press the Advantage. Now, it increases max stack of the Striker Gamble from 100 to 200. And then look at this, 4 stacks lost per second between 100 and 150, and 5 stacks lost between 150 and 200. Now, I will say, when I was using this, I did feel the power of the stacks when you had full stacks, but I also felt the fact that I was running all reds. And the way I see it is, even if I was running all blues, there's nothing that's going to help me keep those blues up with this build, unless I somehow add some armor on kill. Maybe I even run the memento, but then you can't run the backpack talent, which we'll talk in a second. But obviously having 100 stacks versus 200 stacks will be the way to go with this build. So if you're looking at putting out insane amount of damage, running the chest piece will probably be the go-to for the new Striker set. Now, if we go into the backpack, obviously the backpack has all the same talents, but let's read the backpack talent. Risk management. Increase total weapon damage gained per stack of the Striker's Gamble from 0.65 to 1%. Meaning, now we can get up to 200% with the chest piece talent. Now, that's where you actually see a lot of the damage, because it's a lot more damage you get by running the backpack talent. Now, a lot of people may choose to bypass that backpack talent and run something like the memento, which still would be a good alternative because you do get that armor regen at full stack. And that could definitely help you out. Plus, you get an armor core, you keep a red core, and you get a yellow core. So I 100% can see people running that instead of running the backpack talent. But I will tell you, when you do run the backpack talent, that extra damage you're getting definitely felt very strong. Now, let's talk about the gear set. What do I think about it? What do I honestly think will happen with this set? I still think it may need a little bit more tweaks. While the damage is there, I felt that building the stacks was a little tough, even when running a shotgun to build it. And once you had the stack, like say you got a tanky enemy and you had the stack, keeping the stack was very, very tough. Either the enemies weren't there or just running around, you start to lose the stacks because the stacks dropping from 150 to 200 is 5. Obviously, that's a big chunk of stacks going away right away. You can see I built a full stack on this tanky enemy, and just look at the stack bar, how far it's going down. And I'm pretty much killing enemies as quick as I can. There was a second I couldn't find anybody, and just look, the stacks are eating away. So for me, I feel the stacks might be going away a little bit too quick for the amount of work you need to do to actually build these stacks. And that might be a turnoff to a couple players. Players might not like that. All the work you have to do, the risk reward that you get, and not having any type of armor regen or any type of armor on kill or bonus armor. It feels like more players might stick with Heartbreaker if they want to run a set like this. While the Striker does hit very hard and probably going to be one of the top DPS sets in the game, I will say the problem is the survivability and building those stacks might turn a lot of players off. Because maybe if you had some armor regen on there per stacks, it would encourage players to get a little bit closer to build the stacks faster. And then when you built those stacks, well, then you could put out the damage. Now, I will tell you, when I was playing solo heroic on Lincoln Memorial, I was having an issue because there's not a lot of gold enemies. It like fluctuates on gold, purple, red. So it was definitely a little bit harder to get the stacks. I can imagine something like a level 4 control point would definitely be a lot better than what we actually saw here. So there is definitely a give and take with this. But in conclusion, I think the set is almost there. I think the changes aren't bad. I just think they need a little bit more to make the set one of those sets where you're like, you know what? I want to put this set on because this set's going to make me feel like it's different than running some of the other sets. Like when you put a Hunter's Fury set on, you know you're going in with the shotgun and SMG build that will destroy enemies. And that's what this set should be to ARs, LMGs, or any of the fast rated fire weapons. That's what this build should feel when you put it on. You should be wanting to say, you know what? I'm going to put the Striker set on because I'm about to put out a lot of damage. But you got to give us a little bit of survivability, I believe. I believe that's the key right there. And then obviously, I think what's really key is either let the stacks be built up a little bit quicker or let the stacks not lose as fast. One or the other, and we'll have ourselves something special. Now, I want to know, what do you guys think about the set themselves? Do you think the set is worth it? Or do you think the set needs some more work? Based on what you've seen in this gameplay, based on what you've seen in other people's gameplay, what do you think could make this set really something people would want to use again? And I gave you my opinion, and I just want to hear what you guys think in the comments down below. Definitely, this is a great place to put your comments because I know developers are reading the comments in these sections. So if you voice a good opinion or you voice something that is reasonable, more likely than not, they're going to take that, think about it, talk it over with each other, and maybe it could be the change that we need to see. So I already let you know what I think needs to happen to this set to make it one of those sets that stand out like the Hunter's Fury. But if we don't get that, I feel like this set might just become one of those situational sets that you see in the Division 2. All right, guys, we'll wrap it up here. Appreciate the support, appreciate the love. I'll see you in the next one. Nothing but skills is out.